So I get this question asked a lot to me, and it's how do you go about writing a poem? Well, let's see. First, you're gonna actually need some letters. So here are some letters. I think the next thing to do is to go out in nature. Find somewhere where it's a quiet place where you know you can write, where people won't bother you, where you can take out your journal, and just open it up to a clean page, and start writing. So when I write, I like coming out, doing actually something when I'm writing. And the way that you start writing, whether it be poetry or a short story or a blog or whatever, you just actually literally need to start writing. So I had some things on my mind. So this is what I have so far of this poem, which I'll share at the end. Is, do you ever feel like you're always changing the name of your book but never actually writing it? One day it's entrepreneur and the next it's DJ, vlogger, influencer, prime minister. Ambition. It's supposedly the driving force of what we want to achieve. And that's how you do it. You just literally start writing. So for you, it could be, I look into the mirror, but I can never see my reflection. Or for somebody else, it could be, why does the tunnel always have to have a light at the end of it? And then you just build on that. These are like things that you guys can use to start writing your poem. And for this video, we're gonna focus on poems. So you gotta go grab your journal. If not, you can open up your book on your computer, some documents, some words. And if you don't have that, then you can take out your notepad on your phone, like the one I'm recording on, and start writing on there using some poetic lines. Okay. You gotta know where your surroundings are. You gotta be an observer, right? Like, look, there. I don't know if you can see, but there are some birds and squirrels around. You got this beautiful playground. You got soccer. This is a children's playground, so it doesn't matter where you are. Just like look at where everything is and where you are, and take it all in. Be an observer to where you're sitting, where you're standing. Appreciate the environment. Take it all in and let that be an inspiration to your poem or story, because that's all what poetry is. It's the art of storytelling in a poetic manner. So let's take this area for an example. And the child stared up to blue sunroofs and McDonald's slides, red and yellow. You know, he knew one day he would be too old enough to play, but at least he would know that he could always go back to his roots, to the area where he felt young. At the playground is where the children all played together. And, you know, like, that was really terrible, but you could literally go off like that. Poetry is just writing. So let this not say plans for world domination. Let this say plans to write my first poem. Check list. You know, see, get to a quiet area. And then you gotta just write. And then you gotta be an observer. And then you gotta create stories using your imagination and your emotions / experiences. I need to grab this because sugar is very needed. But this is the full poem, unedited. Let's see it. Do you ever feel like you're always changing the name of your book but never actually writing it? One day it's entrepreneur and the next it's a DJ, vlogger, influencer, prime minister, student council president. I never even know anymore. Ambition. supposedly the driving force of what we want to achieve, but ambition can be molded, folded, screwed by our thoughts. We're taught not to love ourselves, but to find love in someone else, something else. And for you, or for me, or for anybody on this planet, it could be drugs, it could be relationships, it could be the fake ideals that we are going to be celebrities one day. I can't continue with this poem, so screw it. This poem was going to be about how I can't, because my plate is too filled. But growing up, I always took too much and always finished my plate. Don't let your thoughts and actions tear you down. Let them be foundations, roots to your success. Ambition. A. All in or all out. M. Mustering enough passion to pursue. B. Being accountable to yourself. I. And coincidentally to others. T. Today you must just start. I. Inside of you I know you have the power to do. O. Open your mind and heart to fulfillment and achievement. N. Now realize there is no not. And that is how you go from a blank page to something you are proud of. Let me know what your story is going to be about, and if you so dare, write it in the comments. A man walks through a dead forest to find life. Maybe out of strife he comes across a dead body and realizes that it decomposes his life, and he realizes that he's not waking up, he's wasting his time living the life that somebody else designed for him. He's a robot. He's a mindless human being from 1984, but decides today is the day that he is going to start something for himself. This is off the top of my head, and I appreciate you watching this vlog. Good night, good day, now go create.